right, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rodney LeBeau, and I'm the Public Relations Rep for the Department of Procurement Services. Just to make sure everyone's in the right place, this is the DPS workshop for how to navigate our DPS website. So if you're here for any other reason, yeah, please let me know now. So what I want to do is just start off with going over how to navigate this website. This website that we have, as you probably know, is exactly like every other department across the board. Like, we use that for uniformity, just to make sure that, you know, if you go to procurement, or if you go to water or fire, like, it's still this. It's just the content obviously is different. So at times, though, that's a blessing and a curse. It can get very difficult sometimes to navigate this. So that's why we have this workshop. We had feedback asking, like, hey, you know, I know that there's a lot of information. I'd just like to know some tips and tricks on how we can get to where we need to get. So just a quick Department of Procurement Services overview. Procurement Services explores best solutions for Chicago's diverse needs. We improve our contracts by using the City of Chicago's certified firms and green procurement initiatives. We generate revenue through our auctions that promote reuse and recycling. All this is done by complying with various legislative parameters that guide our department. We pledge to work together as a team and with our customers to guarantee an open, fair, and timely process by establishing, communicating, and enforcing superior business practices. Also, just want to let you know, too, that there's also a PowerPoint that you can refer to online under our DPS events page. So after you're done with this, event, you can go back and refer to that. So this is on. I'll actually show you at the end of it, but yeah, it's the DPS events page. So I just want to start off this by showing you the different sections of our website and how you can find information. So the first section I want to discuss are these icons right here. So we wanted to make sure that these icons were the ones where we have most of our information, where most people will be clicking, and we try to put them in order on which ones are most important. So as you can see right here, this first one is our bid opportunities list, awarded contracts. I can't read the next one. Yeah. No. Yeah, no, it's probably not. But these are our four top ones. So also, just a quick tip. Right here is a collapsible icon that shows you more. So right here we have some more for our procurement initiatives, our DPS alert, which I'll talk about later, and our public auction. So these are some really good, quick ways to get around our website. Also, if you continue scrolling here, we have our social media pages right here, our Facebook, our Twitter, and our YouTube, which is live streaming on right now. We also have a feed of that over here on the corner. So we like to post bid opportunities on Facebook and Twitter pretty much every day. So if you're into social media like that, you can follow us on both of those platforms, and we'll usually post those bids. As I also mentioned earlier, right here, this is our DPS alerts. So if you click here, this will take you to a sign up. The question was, how do you get to the bottom part? So like, it starts right here with the 4. That's just how the operating system works for the website. So right here in the corner, there's a expand button. So if you click that, that'll expand the rest of them. Okay, so if we continue scrolling down here on the left, we also have more buttons on more information to get to. Specifically, these ones right here are for our new e-procurement process. DPS is embarking on turning all of our paper bids into electronic bids. Right here is also another button for where you can sign up for our DPS alerts. So for DPS alerts, that's an email that's sent to you every Monday, and it has the bid opportunities list, and it shows you what we are purchasing in that week. So I would suggest everyone in here sign up for DPS alerts. That's one of the best ways to know looking through this. We have a paper version. We also have an online version. Click this, and it'll take you right to the PDF online. And then lastly, we have our salvage auction. Our salvage auction is where you can go to bid on used items that the city has procured, but we're trying to embark on an initiative to reuse and recycle. So if you are looking for instance, scrap metals or any other sort of material like that, you can go to the salvage auction page right there, and you can place a bid. There's actually is a site where we go over salvage auction as well. So that's for another time. So I want to also mention right here, this is the bid opportunities list. So this is updated weekly. This also it's also to know more about. So if you click that first link right there, it takes you to the awarded contracts page. There's a quick history where you can see many contracts that were awarded many years back. If you're curious, you can go there and check that out. But we're not going to be doing that today. We're going to be clicking this button right here that's going to take us to an outside page, but this is where you can get started. So we'll click here. This will take us to this page. Now what's great about this page, this is the vendor contract and payment search. So multiple procurement entities filter into this specific page. But what we're going to do right now is we're just going to deal with the city of Chicago. There's different agencies, the CHA, Park District and whatnot. If you're interested in looking at their contracts as well, you can go to this page. But we're just going to go with the city of Chicago's one for right now. Just also real quick too, since there are multiple ways to get around here, you can also go to the what we do section, and it's also under contract administration. So there's multiple ways to get to that. But I would recommend right up there at the top. So this will be the page where you go if you are looking for a specific contract. If you have an idea of what you want to look up, you would need a name, you would need a spec number, one of those you would need. So what we would do right here is we go over here to the corner, we go to contracts and awards. We'll click that. So as I said, right here, there's vendor name, you can do a contract number and whatnot. This is a great tool just to get some research going to see what you want to do in terms of doing a future contract bid yourself. So we encourage vendors to do their research ahead of time and just look up past contracts just to get a sense of what you need to do to start your process. So this is a great tool. It's got a wealth of information. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to look at one of these contracts just to get an idea. So we have a pre-selected contract. What I'm going to do is I'm going to type in the person's business name, and of course it's already popped up, Christy Weber. So we're going to go and we're going to click search. So clicking search came up with 24 records. So Christy Weber is a landscaping service. So because we know the name of the business, typed it in, we've got this result search which shows all the contracts that Christy Weber Landscaping Services currently hold with the city. So as you can see, there's many of them, and it has lots of information on what exactly the particular contract is and whatnot. So if we click here, there's more vendor information. I want to go right now. Click here, the Adobe PDF icon that's in the corner. So This is a large file, so it might take a little bit to open, but what this is this is going to show the actual contract. If we just sit here and hopefully this will load soon. Does anyone have any questions though? Right now? No? Okay. That'll be the next section. All right, here we go. So, as I said, this is a landscaping service contract. And if you just scroll through here, this shows when it was solicited in the paper. And it just shows more information about what exactly the city is looking for with everything you need, basically, of what this contract entails. Now, mind you, you don't have to worry about your personal information being displayed in this. Everything personal records, trade secrets, and whatnot will be redacted. So we use this as a form of transparency, just to let people who are interested know that, hey, you know, the city isn't wasting money. We are showing you this is the contract that we put out. This is the particular vendor that was awarded the contract, and here's all the information that breaks down very specifically, like what exactly we are requesting and what exactly they are offering. So that's a great tool just to make sure that we are transparent and that you know what this contract entails. So just another, so we're going to move to the next. Move to the next one real quick, and we're going to go to bid tabulations. So bid tabulations are another way that we're trying to work on being transparent. So in the last couple of years, we would just post the people who were awarded the contracts and their information. But in the past couple of years now, we've made it even more transparent. We post who's bid, their subcontractors, and each line item that's been presented. This helps prepare you for future bids. So for instance, you can look at that contract, see what they bidded, and you can, you know, in a sense, gauge how much money that particular contract is going to be, and make your proposal stronger. So I want to use another example here. We're going to use a spec number, and hopefully we're going to get what I want it to do. So let's see, spec number 1206164. All right, yeah, so here's another landscaping service one. So when you clicked in that specific spec number, you get the name of the project description, and you also get who's bid on it. So like I said, it's great. It's a great way to find out who is bidding on what. Like I said, that's very easy as long as you have the spec number. The spec number is usually in our bid opportunities list. So I would recommend usually having a spec number over a particular name. I mean, if you do know the name, you can do both searches. It's just multiple ways to make sure you are getting the information that you want. Okay, let's go back. And I want to take us to the next part of this, which is the bid opportunity takeout list. Now, for all of our construction bids, you still have to come here to the bid and bond room to pick up those particular bid documents. So what happens is our team here collects business cards so that they can keep track of who's taking out these construction bid documents. So this is a great way to help your business find out prime contractors who are bidding on these and how you can potentially be a sub for that. So it's a great marketing tool that we've come up with. So we're going to click this real quick, and we're going to try to put in this number real quick. Let's see if it comes up. There we go. So for this particular spec number, we have a list of everyone who's come in to pick up these bid documents. So if you're sitting here in this field and you want to know who are the people who are going to potentially be bidding on this contract, this is where you go. This is a source right here where you can use your networking skills and be like, hey, I'm also in that particular field. We're a smaller business than you. We're looking to collaborate. Here's our information. You guys can get in touch, potentially have a joint venture going on, or become a subcontractor. Great marketing tool. Definitely should check this one out when you have free time or when you're making up your bid proposal. All right. So this is pretty much just a very basic overview of our contracts page right here. So those are basically the main ones that you would be looking at. Definitely when you have some free time, just kind of poke around in here, do your research, find out more information. I'm going to go back to the main website right here. And we're going to talk about MWBE certification. So that will be this icon right here. So we'll click that, and it'll take us to here. So this is the certification and compliance site, also known as C2. So right here, this is where you're going to find your minority business enterprises and your women business enterprises. So if you're a prime contractor, for example, who needs to find these particular businesses, this is where you go right here. You'll type in the name. You'll find out, hey, is this business an MWBE or are they not? I don't have any examples for this one, but it's pretty straightforward. You know, as I said, click the name, you find out if they're not in there, they're not certified. Okay, back. Huh? Oh, yeah, I was about to say, if you want. Landscaping and gardening. All right. What's it say? Of course, in our just an ARG. Oh, ARG. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, so usually if you search in here, like I said, you can find who they are, if they're MWB or WBE. So I'll give you a list, but like I said, you should. And if this particular business is not certified, but you believe that they are, contact our office as soon as possible and talk to one of our people just to make sure that there isn't something wrong with the system. You know, sometimes certification might have expired and you were, weren't aware of it. Yeah, no, if there's problems, you should definitely check that one out. Yeah. definitely export this to Excel. So we're going to go back, and we're going to go down here. I definitely cannot read this. Here we go, yes. MWBE program certification. So this is the page that you go to if you want to begin the steps to actually being certified. So we have different certifications. We have the Minority Business Enterprise, Women Business Enterprise, and we also have DBE and ACDBE and BEPD certifications as well. So that's disabled airport concessions and business enterprises with for people with disabilities. So this would be the page where you start for your steps on how to become certified. Pretty much follow the prompts. They will give you the applications that are necessary. So if you go back to the front page, it's this right here, the MWBE program. Yes, so we actually have a class on this, on how to become certified. It's a great class as well, taught by some of our certification officers, and they're the best people to talk to about troubleshooting, tips and tricks on how to make your certification application flawless without having any issues. So yeah, you would click that right here, and then you follow the steps. Now, just so everyone knows, all of our our applications are online. There are no paper applications anymore. So. All the BAC, yeah. So we partnered with BACP to also help small businesses with their certification process. So there's an intake person who is stationed at their office on the 8th floor as well to help with this process. So it's a great way that city user departments are working together in the same sort of fields to help as many citizens of Chicago as possible. We're going to go to events and outreach. Another thing that our office does is we do multiple outreach events in the community to make sure that people of the city know how to procure, how to make sure that they can be a part of these contracts that we are putting out into the community. So this is where we also would have our workshop schedule. So if you're interested in more of our workshops, we offer over 15 different types of workshops. You can click on the events and outreach page. You can get our workshop schedule for it. You can also go to the calendar where you can actually sign up for the classes. We also have our printable PDFs for every class as well. So as I was saying earlier, after this class, if there was something that you missed that you wanted to go back over, you can go to this page, you can click, find that particular class, and you can print out that PowerPoint, and you can go at your pace, and you can just kind of look and see what you missed. Just do a quick plug, too. We also have a very big event coming up on February 8th. It's our 2017 Construction Summit. So this is mainly construction-related bids and contracts and whatnot. So you would come here and you can know everything that we're about to do construction-wise. There's really big presentations going on for many O'Hare business contracts that are coming in the near future. That's totaling about $8 billion over the next couple of years. So this would be the place to go to talk to not only the city of Chicago, but other government agencies, some of our assist agencies that also help prime and subcontractors come together to do joint ventures. So you can click down here, you can sign up to register for that. So that's a great event that we're having. Definitely recommend that if you're in the construction business, you should attend this event. We also have a vendor fair that comes later in the spring, and that's everything. That's our biggest event that has over 100 different user departments from different levels of government giving more information on how to do business with those particular entities. So definitely check that out. And then lastly, like I said earlier, that we are on both Facebook and Twitter. But yes, this is our page right here. So as I said, we post bids every day. So right now that's currently a new addendum going out for the Riverwalk project. So this would let you know that that's out, just to be informed. Some more workshop classes, and also some of our assist agencies have events as well that we work with that we also like to promote. So we got Twitter as well. As I said, Twitter, same thing, posting bids and opportunities. And then our YouTube page is where we have all of our workshops that are currently being streamed. After each one is streamed, it's cataloged in here, so you can go back and you can actually listen and watch a particular workshop that, say, you missed or you were interested in. We also do our bid openings too, our live stream. So if you're interested in a contract that's being bid, it takes place in this room, but if you can't make it down here, click YouTube and you can watch it live. So basically that will conclude this workshop on how to navigate the website. If anyone has any questions or any other places on here that they'd like to know more information about, I'd be happy to answer those questions. That's what I like to hear. All right, well, if there aren't any questions, I'd like to thank you for coming down to our How to Navigate the DPS website, and please sign up for, oh, yes, for sure. So that's on our events and outreach page, so if you click, the question was, where do we find the PowerPoints for the workshop? So it's under events and outreach, and click here for, yeah, yes. So if you click that, it'll have each one and a presentation. So this one right here is doing business with the city of Chicago. All right, any other questions? No? All right, I want to thank you again, and have a